So I just woke up. It is 10 o'clock, and that is crazy for me. But I feel good. But I got up and made an omelet, which is my typical breakfast. And I just use 200 grams of egg whites, one egg, and then usually about 90 grams of frozen spinach and 100 grams of frozen broccoli. And then I top it all with like a spicy mustard and reduced sugar ketchup or salsa. And I have it on the Healthy Life 35 calorie toast. And now I just have my coffee. So I'm gonna drink my coffee and then I'm gonna head to the gym for a heavy back day because today is my high carb day for the week. So I will see you later. So I just worked out and I did a heavy back day, which is my favorite. I could probably do back day for 2 hours. And now, since it's my high carb day, I am headed to Vitamin Shop because that is my favorite store, and I can fit both a Quest bar and a complete cookie today. Plus, since I woke up late, I kind of have to have higher calorie meals just because I can fit fewer meals into the day, which is fine by me because if I get to have both a Quest bar and a cookie, it's kind of an awesome day. So I am headed there now and I will check back in later. Just saying, this is heaven. Oh my gosh. The question is now, which one do I eat first? So I just had my Quest bar. I had that a couple hours ago, and then I just had my chocolate chip complete cookie. Those are absolutely delicious. If you haven't tried them, you have to do it. And they have mini ones now, which are like one serving instead of two, but I'd rather just have the whole thing. So I wait till high carb day, and then I can fit a whole big one in. So I am currently 4 weeks out from my first competition. I was gonna do bikini, but we decided to do figure, and I'm really excited about that decision. So I'm a little bit nervous being 4 weeks out because, especially all over Instagram, you see lots of competitors, and people 4 weeks out can look completely different than other people who are 4 weeks out. Like, especially like for me being my first time, and since I was thinking I was going to do bikini, I didn't build as strong of a muscle base as I could have. So I might have undershot my bulking phase a little bit, but that's okay. I still have a lot of muscle definition, and I just kind of want to go and see if this is something I'd even like to do, and then I can plan ahead next time to bulk a little bit more, get some more definition and some more mass, especially in my shoulders and arms. But being 4 weeks out, my diet is pretty strict. I mean, I've always counted, so it's not a big deal to count calories, or now it's macros, and that's a little bit more fun than counting calories because you're not always just looking for low calorie things. You're trying to fit into your macros. So that could be a high calorie thing as long as it fits, say, your protein, carbs, and fats. So instead of opting for a lower calorie option, I can fit in like a candy bar without feeling guilty about it because it's allotted to me, basically, and I can spend my macros however I like. But since I am 4 weeks out, my goal right now is to really focus on foods that don't cause bloating and just fuel me and don't weigh me down. I was eating a ton of fiber a couple months ago, and I was just constantly bloated, just wasn't feeling good. I love vegetables, so I just pile them into every meal with omelets for breakfast, salads for lunch, tons of veggies, and a little bit of protein for dinner. Plus then, at that point, I was vegetarian, so even my protein sources had carbs and fiber in them, and they were super processed, so my body was just going through a lot. On top of that, even though I drink a lot of water, I also drink a ton of coffee. And that's kind of an issue because it dehydrates your bowel, basically. And when you do that, it makes it really hard to process food. So I bought a gallon last week, like bro science, but I've been carrying around a gallon of water, and I am making sure I drink a gallon a day, and at least. And sometimes I get in a little bit more, but I mean, that's my goal. And it's weird because even at the end of the day, I'm still feeling thirsty. At first, you like pee all the time and you kind of feel goofy for being, a bro and carrying around a gallon. But, it just kind of keeps you accountable and you know exactly how much you're drinking in a day. And your body will use that water. Like, I thought drinking that much water would weigh me down and just leave me bloated. But honestly, my digestion right now has improved, and it's better than it's been in months. And I just feel so much better. Like, I feel like it just kind of like clears you out in a good way so you're not all weighed down with food all the time. Because even though I'm eating like relatively low calorie, like 1,200 a day or so, depending on my macro allotment, and then about 1,600 or 1,700 on high carb days, I still eat a large volume of food because volume is life, and that's what keeps you full on prep, is eating like a ton of spinach or gigantic salads or oatmeal that's been that was cooked a few hours ago, so it's gained all this volume. Like, that's what you do to keep you full, but you're still eating like large quantities of food, and it can weigh you down. So drinking water really helps offset that. And if you're like me and you do like drinking tons of coffee or caffeine or tea or whatever it is, it's important to have more water just to compensate for that. You don't want your bowel dried out. You don't want to get to your peak week and have been struggling with your digestion for so long. You want to have that under control in the weeks before, so you just feel good. And so you're not dealing with bloating last minute and you don't know how to fix it. So then you decide to not eat. So you want to make sure that whatever you're doing fuels you and doesn't weigh you down. So, like I said, I just had my cookie, and I actually plan to go to Chick-fil-A tonight. And I haven't been to Chick-fil-A in a really long time because I used to work there. I worked there throughout high school, and actually, while I was working there, I became a vegetarian, and that's an interesting environment to be in when you're vegetarian. But I had watched Food Inc., and it just mortified me, and I decided I wasn't going to eat meat anymore. And I continued to be a vegetarian from about 16 until a couple months ago. So that was a big step for me, and I've always dealt with a lot of like food guilt and like rules with eating, so letting go of being vegetarian was a big step, and it was hard because I felt guilty, and I felt like that was like the epitome of health. And if you're a vegetarian, like, you're nutrition savvy and and you're ethical, and it just carried so much meaning beyond just a basic food choice that I was actually like super guilty when I admitted to Travis, like, I'm actually craving chicken, which was a first for me. But he talked me through it and basically helped me understand that you can't eat or not eat based on guilt. Like, that's just not a healthy mindset. Even if it's like a healthy decision ultimately, the mindset itself, it's just not a good reason to not eat something. So anyways, I ended up eating chicken, and it was great. And honestly, like, it's been so nice having that protein source that has no carbs in it, unlike the processed vegan meats I was eating. So I feel a lot better, and I don't feel guilty anymore because it was a decision I made for myself, which is most important right now. So tonight we're going to Chick-fil-A, and I'm going to get a grilled sandwich, and I'm super excited about it. But even after that, and then oatmeal before bed, I still have more carbs. So I added some, just like a little bit of quick oats as a snack because Travis gets off late anyway, so I'm sure I'll be hungry again before he gets off work. But for right now, I'm just gonna chill and watch Grey's Anatomy and enjoy this first weekend off since finals week. So I will talk to y'all later during our Chick-fil-A outing.
I'm pulling my snack out.
You're like 5. They were building chilies for them.
Yum. This happened.
Ooh, doggy. Wait, what?
That's my brother,
Oh, you're doing a video. I love
Travis. We're gonna see how long we can go without Logan taking his shirt off. So, Arctic Zero.
I'm like Gibby from iCarly.
It's scary. This is just scary. Okay. Arctic Zero cookie shake
Are
with,
you doing like a vlog thing that no one cares about?
yep, pretty much. Organic powdered peanut butter. This stuff is awesome. It's better than PP2 and you can get it at Costco. And then 7 grams of Rice Krispies because I needed to cap my macros with some carbs. So, time to watch pointless TV with these two goofballs.